Hello everyone, I am Amritesh Maurya from Kusumpur Pahadi Slum community located in South Delhi. It is located in the heart of one of the wealthiest neighborhoods of Delhi known as Vasant Vihar. My family moved over here 25 years back from a small village in Uttar Pradesh. My father works as a gardener providing door-to-door services to maintain the gardens of the rich. Even after putting hours and days of hard work, he barely earns around 140 US dollars a month. Growing up in slum is never easy. We had to struggle to meet our needs on a daily basis. My home only consists of one room, that too of size around 10 into 10 feet. Therefore, at night, my parents used to sleep on bed, whereas I used to sleep on the floor in a seated position with my legs stretched in front. There would be nights when I would used to get bitten by the rats and would like just wake up with dry blood stains all over my body. Those rats even used to like enter our food containers and spoil our foods or even chew our clothes away. Like considering the size of our house, we were not even able to like invite guests to our houses. Even if we did, they either used to sit on the floor or on the kitchen shelf. Toilet was one of the major problems in our community since there were no toilets at that particular point of time. Therefore, all the people from the community, including my family, used to go and squat in the fields and even would just get bitten by the snakes over there in that jungle. It is not even really uncommon to find those snakes entering our houses even today, and that's a really frightening scene to have. Water has been always a scarce resource for us since we used to get water from the water tankers provided by the government once in around 20 or 25 days. Therefore, even when those tankers used to come, the strong and the powerful people used to just get in the front and just fill all their containers, whereas my father used to still just keep waiting for his turn. Therefore, he he then used to just carry those empty containers back to the places where he used to work and then fill those containers over there and then carry back those heavy containers on his bicycle back home. Sometimes it even felt that water was more precious than money. And to be honest, at that particular point of time of life, water was actually more precious than money for us. I can barely like think about any occasion when we went out for shopping, either for clothes or for either for clothes or any essential item. Since we didn't had enough money, therefore I grew up wearing all the second-hand clothes given away by my parents' bosses. Therefore, we had no choice either of the color or of the combination. So, like uh, a red shirt with a yellow pant is just one of the examples of those weird combination. Even the flip flops which we used to wear, I used to wear it till the moment there was a big hole beneath it, and I could just feel my feet getting hurt from the stones or the sticks that we used to walk on a day on a daily basis. Then uh, after some time, my father just started working for a private school, and then like he had a word with the school authority to just give me admission, and they agreed to it, but with a condition that my father would need to double the hours of hard work that he used to put on a daily basis, and in return they would just waive off my fee. This sudden change from a Hindi speaking public school to a English medium private school just like affected me a lot since I lost all my confidence and just and this stuttering issue just started at that time, and gradually with the time this stuttering issue like became worse and worse. I There was a time that I was not even able to speak my name properly, and I thought that was the end for me. During my school days, I used to sit in an air-conditioned room and look out from my window, seeing my father work in such a humid condition out there just for me, and that was the most motivating thing for me at that point of time. I even remember that my father used to just carry me on his bicycle for 10 kilometers each way on a daily basis. That too, that went for around like 7 long years, since we didn't had enough money to like pay for the bus fare. During my high school, I was even diagnosed with dengue fever, and I was admitted into the hospital in a really serious condition. But by God's grace, I just recovered from it. And this dengue, like I had this dengue just because the amount of mosquitoes in our community. You never know that in rainy or summer season, how many flies would just get into your mouth while you talk. I even remember that during my growing up years, there were gangs being formed in my locality. Like, and those gangs mostly consisted of juveniles who were underage, since by the law they won't be getting punished. Like, it was really frightening seeing to see those gangs being formed, and like drugs, alcohol, weed abuse all over the place. And even I was really scared that that even by mistake should not get bumped into in one of those guys, and that was a really frightening scene to have. Then one day I met Ajay, one of the Asha ambassadors, who who graduated from University of Delhi by help of Asha, and currently working for PricewaterhouseCoopers. Uh, he told me about Asha's higher education program and motivated me to come to Asha. Then in my 12th standard, I started visiting Asha, and there Asha and Jay and all the Asha ambassadors started to help me out and just guide me through my studies. And by everybody's and like during that course of time of my 12th standard, I got the opportunity to meet Dr. Kiran twice, and like her words of hope, life, and energy encouraged me a lot. And by all the guidance from Asha ambassadors and Ajay, I I became the topper of my school, and that was the proudest moment since a gardener's son has topped the school. But after that, I didn't knew that how I was so supposed to get into college, since I had no clue whatsoever that how those admissions are being done or which course should I take. But the whole Asha family helped me out from end-to-end process of getting me admitted into the prestigious course of Bachelor's of Commerce Honors in Delhi University. But I thought that I would enjoy my college life, but this stuttering problem still existed. Dr. Kiran ma'am, throughout that 3 years of my college, just kept helping me and giving me opportunities to speak in front of public. She just kept on guiding me throughout that time, and I just can't forget the moment when I got a standing ovation at the gardens of New Zealand High Commission by all the elite people over there, and that was a big achievement for me. During those 3 years of college, I was even given multiple opportunities to intern at multiple organizations like Mazaz LLP, Australian High Commission, and Macquarie Global Services. Like, getting those experience just opened the path for me towards a dignified life. I guess during my internship at Macquarie Global Services, they got the opportunity to look over my work ethics and my work that I do over there. And I guess after that, they just offered me a job in their banking and financial services team. And that was like a really happy moment for me, since I started working for them. And like through working for Macquarie, my parents were really proud of me, and I was even able to bring a like make a new beautiful house for my parents, and they were really happy with that. Like making a house for your parents is a dream for each and every kid, and that opportunity at Macquarie helped me out with doing that for my parents. But like even like at that time when I was working for Macquarie, I was really happy that I was working for a prestigious organization that I would never thought of to work for. But at the other end, I even thought that that was the end of my educational journey. But that's not the end yet. Dr. Kiran ma'am just called me one day and told me that, hey Amritesh, there is an opportunity for you to do masters in Australia. And I was like pretty amazed to like hear those words from her, since I was more like me, a student like me who would go to like a international university, like a guy who has never sat in a plane, who has never even dreamt of going to any other country for his masters, is being given an opportunity to do his masters at an international university. And I without even a second thought said yes to it. Dr. Kiran ma'am even explained me that we students from our community are also supposed to get the same opportunities as the other students from India. Even we need to find a place in this world for ourselves. Then my whole admission process went through at University of Queensland for Masters in International Finance and Economics, and it has been like it has already been 1 year that I have been studying virtually, since due to COVID travel restrictions that are there. But here's the here's the good news that on 9th of Feb, I will be flying over to Queensland to do my rest of the studies on campus. And like I am really excited to be there, to meet people from different countries, to get to know the Australian culture, and to even uh, get the education from the world-class professor out there. I'm just really excited for this journey. Dr. Kiran ma'am entered in my life with life, hope and energy. She has been mentoring me since my 12th standard. She has saved me along with hundreds of students like me from this vicious cycle of hopelessness and poverty. She is like a mother to me, and like she just always keeps encouraging me towards being a better person in life and living a healthy life. She Dr. Kiran ma'am even tells us about the Asha's value that we have, like gratitude, compassion, generosity, and many more. And like she finds really great joy when we tell her that how we are practicing these values. Like a couple of days back, I, I personally told her that how I have been helping out one of the students with his fee, and like she was really happy to hear that, since that's how we paid forward to the community uh, against the things that we have got from them. Lastly, I would like to thank Mr. Peter Verghese sir for giving me this opportunity to work to study at University of Queensland through Asha. And sir, I'm just looking forward to meeting you in person. I would also like to thank Mr. Chris Elstrod, who is like who is taking care of all the Ashas in international students under the Asha's higher education program. He has been there for me throughout this journey. He has helped me out in so many ways. And at last, I would like to thank the whole Asha family along with the staff there at University of Queensland for this great opportunity to me. Like A, a student like me who has never thought of being or would even like just sit in a plane or just study at a or an international university is now dreaming of working for World Bank one day. And now I can surely say that yes, that dream will do come true. Since I have Asha, I have hope. I will just keep you guys updated with my further journey once I reach University of Queensland on 10th of Feb. Thank you so much.